Friedrich von Fazington von Fazbear the Fazbear III, or Freddy Fazbear from Five Nights at Freddy's, started out as an indie horror game which garnered quite the attention. It's made a few $1 million. You know, that's a lot of money. So of course they keep going with the games, but of course more games come off inspired by Five Nights at Freddy's, but there is quite a few of them, and I would like to look at some of the more popular ones that a lot of people really don't like, starting with, oh my god, I love this game, but there's a few things, to all the way down to, this game is rubbish and deserves to get hit by a box. Or an anvil, I'm no biggie. But let's get right in and start talking about Mascot horror games. Alright, here's how this video is gonna work, alright? So a lot of these games are chapter based, so I'm just gonna be covering the first chapter of each game. Cause you know, I don't want to be talking about an entire franchise because, you know, some games have quite the amount of chapters. Let's get right in with a Mascot horror game that isn't Five Nights at Freddy's, that I think out of this list, the most people like the most. Huggy Wick Wuggy the Third is quite the icon now, even though he appeared once in one chapter. But he still got high fives. And I think that's what matters in the end. You high five the giant blue guy. That's all that matters in the end. But let's get right in. I'm wasting way too much time. I don't want to edit too much because, you know, I hate editing. So Poppy Playtime, from a gameplay standpoint, seems like your average horror game. Walk around, find stuff, use the stuff. You know, scary monster, jump. Pretty scary. But there is some stuff it does different. In this game, you get hands that shoot. Not like guns. You get that when you fight William Afton's Persona. But you get hands. I know, crazy, right? But here's the cool thing. You also get water jump scares. This game's amazing. Let's get right into the gameplay of the first chapter, though, So in the beginning, you walk into this Playtime facility, and you'll need to find, oh no, I can't get over these walls. So what do? You go around and you find hands. We talked about those like 3 seconds ago. Then you go jump over the wall using hands. And then after you get hands and jump over wall, you meet Huggy Wuggy statue. This guy can't hurt me, right? He looks totally friendly. It's not like he's gonna, oh no. So the second you know, go turn the power back on, he's gone. You know, I guess that's a bit of a problem, but who knows? Then this is where you get the great water jump scare. And you do a few more puzzles using arms, or hands. And after you do some puzzles, you have to make a toy to escape the room. So as soon as you get toy, oh no, it's the big blue guy. He's chasing me. The Smurf is chasing me. The giant Smurf on steroids is chasing me. So you run for a bit into tunnel, and then Huggy Wuggy gets a box drop. He got the box. Trademark. And now, this game does have a few MadPad episodes, but I really don't feel like watching it because I have better things to do than learn about the lore of Smurf on steroids. So, yeah, I'm definitely... Alright. So, it's about this dad. He has a kid who dies, right? So, he goes and with his failing business company, he starts killing kids and putting them in robots. Wait, never mind, I'm reading the long lore. This is the FNAF lore. Let's read the Poppy Playtime lore. So, this is about a dad who loses his daughter and starts killing children and making them into toys. Wait. Garden of Banban, the game I won Anvil dropped on. So, this game, a lot of people don't like it, but some people do, and it's perfectly fine if you like it. But it just, some parts of it aren't that scary, is what I can say. Well, the game isn't scary in general. Like, it's really bright, vibrant colors that go great on a YouTube content farm thumbnail. I mean, look at this thing. I can just hear it screaming. Make me do mukbangs next to Balloon Boy from Five Nights at Freddy's animation. Look at it. It wants to do it. And then, I don't know, get thrown into a pit. So, let's get right and talk about the gameplay. So, in this game, you get the very exciting tool of a drone. So, basically, you're looking for your kid because you're a worried parent who's looking for their kid. You go into here, and you find drone, then you go hit button, then open door, and bird. So after you see bird, you go wander around for a bit, but eventually you go in here and there's a giant pit, and you kind of walk on, you just do some parkour, do a puzzle, and then bird chase. And eventually after you get chased by the bird enough, you get to throw it into a pit. I hinted at this earlier. I am very clever. But after that, you get a key card, which you can go over and open up this office, and oh my god! This is lore, guys. There's a key card. You know what this means, right? This means that there's lore. And we have their name and everything, but we don't care about the lore because, you know, I'm not talking about the lore for this game. And we go down elevator, and all of a sudden you see the guy who is advertised in everything. The green gorilla who I want a box dropped on his head. Because he left the game on a cliffhanger. Aww. But eventually, now that we have lived past this giant green gorilla, and he, you know, I think kills us, we can finally get on to the next game, because I'm not talking about this lore at all, and you totally know that. Alright, so they take kids and turn them into genetically modified animals. That's how we got Jumbo Josh. But they're apparently have too much, I forgot what the name of the serum is. There's some serum that they feed them to do it, but they make them aggressive. So on Make a Friend Day, when you're supposed to talk to these guys, everyone has to flee to the ball pit, and it breaks. That's the giant pit we saw. And then somehow people survived dropping, like, I don't even know how far, because, get this game's been going on for 6 chapters, each chapter's a new story. So, you're telling me someone has fallen 6 stories and is alive. Oh, yay. Also, Banban died. Alright. Let's talk about Rainbow Friends, alright? I probably should have put this one above Banban, but I don't really see enough people talking about this. And I don't know much about it either. I played Chapter 2 once, and this time, for real, I'm not watching the lore video, alright? I'm not watching the Matt Pet video on it this time, alright? I'm not watching the playlist. Alright? So, I'm just going to talk to my friends who have played the game, like, a while back when it first released. Alright, they would like to remain anonymous, so I'm just gonna quote what they have told me, alright? So, friend 1 states, it reminded me of Banban. I mean, I'm not gonna necessarily say that. It doesn't look like Banban, but it also has some differences. Not everything is mains, but yeah, I'll let it slide. Friend 2 states, this is a long one, Rainbow Friends is a poopy doopy game where you run around and pick up random objects just to have a little chase scene in the end, and poopy doopy game in general. I've played Chapter 2, and I can agree that you run around, just pick up stuff. I also had this glitch where the tower disappeared and the guy was just floating in the air. I can't really blame it though because it's made on the Roblox engine, so yeah, that is the video. There's definitely some new Mascot horror games that are a lot better, and the genre seems to be grappling onto what horror is supposed to be. But I am definitely really excited to see some more Mascot horror games and see where this great, I don't know how to describe it, this great, genre goes, you know? And I have zero idea how to end this video,